Chapter 108. Not Heartless, but Amorous. Fail? How can they fail? Iron Tooth muttered uneasily, finding it difficult to accept this possibility. In his eyes, the people involved in this operation were all senior experts, and they were very well prepared. They should not have failed. Wuxia couldn't help but glance at the figure, who was in the midst of breaking through the Foundation establishment realm. Her gaze wavered. This person's sudden appearance probably had something to do with the failure of the demon cult's operation. She thought of something and was secretly shocked. No way. Did young master escape, which caused the sacrifice to fail? Then for some reason, young master directly ascended to the Foundation establishment realm. Wuxia injected spiritual energy into her eyes and widened her eyes as she looked at the figure in the fire. Then, her body trembled. Although she still could not see his face clearly, based on his size, she was even more certain that this was Songshi. It really is him. Wuxia's beautiful eyes sparkled. She had long gotten used to Songshi's body and knew where there was more meat and where there was less meat. There was no mistaking him this time. Elder Yuan glanced at Wuxia's abnormality and calmly replied to Iron Tooth. The divine projection just now has dissipated. Do you think there's still a chance that they will do it again? Iron Tooth's expression changed. When he saw powerful auras appear in the distance, he revealed a look of fear. Looks like something really happened. The two of you can do whatever you want next. As soon as he finished speaking, he hurriedly turned around and rang. This time, the core of the sacrifice array formation was broken. Not to mention that the dragon vein chi was unharmed. By the time the cultivators of Great Jin reacted, even subordinate slaves like his would be in danger. Seeing Iron Tooth leave, Elder Yuan said, "Let's go too. The officials of Great Jin will soon track us here." Has not done. We can't leave. Wuxia shook her head and turned to walk towards Songshi. It really is him. Elder Yuan was surprised to see that Wuxia was so sure. The originally dejected Big Smart's ears twitched, and he revealed an ecstatic expression. A scorching heat wave assaulted their faces. Many of the surrounding houses had already been burned by the flames, and the air was filled with the smell of smoke. What a powerful true essence energy! No, this person cultivated both immortality and martial arts. What he condensed is even more powerful than the true essence energy. Elder Yuan was shocked. Martial artists focused on internal cultivation and cultivated genuine chi and true essence in the early stages. Cultivators cultivated the spiritual chi of the outside world and cultivated it into spiritual energy and spiritual essence. One was inside and the other was outside. They each had their own focus, overlaps, strengths and weaknesses. It would naturally be perfect if one cultivated both immortality and martial arts. However, very few people would do this. After all, it would take more time and resources. Not to mention that Songshi was a lone cultivator and did not have the support of a cultivation, family, or sect. She clicked her tongue in wonder. A rogue cultivator can actually cultivate both immortality and martial arts. Has really a peerless genius. Miss Zhuer, you must bring him to the palace. With his talent, it's very easy for him to pass the inspection and successfully enter the inner sect. Yet, Wuxia nodded. She did not expect Songshi's talent to be so powerful. It had only been a short while, but he had already reached the Foundation establishment realm. Even as a high-grade spiritual root, she still had to rely on the other party's help to reach the late-stage chi refinement realm so quickly. This speed had already alarmed the inner sect, but Songshi was even faster than her. It could be seen how terrifying Songshi's talent was. He is definitely a pearl that was buried in the mortal world. Now, we've discovered him. Elder Yuan smiled. In the past, Great Qion's management was very strict. Many cultivation geniuses were buried. Now, they won't be. He will be the most dazzling genius in this generation. That's right. Wuxia had a complicated expression on her face. She was both impressed and happy. She also felt a little ashamed of being so easily surpassed. After all, she had initially treated Songshi as a furnace. In the end, he was even more powerful than her. Now, she was like a furnace to him. Fortunately, he was moved and changed his attitude, in time, turning her into his Tao companion. Whoosh, whoosh. When Wuxia and Elder Yuan was getting excited about what happened, 3 figures appeared behind them with golden tokens hanging on their waists. Someone is at the Foundation establishment realm. Their aura is so powerful. Are those 2 demons from the demon cult? How dare they stay here? Theledor glanced at Song Shi, who was in the Foundation establishment realm. Then, he frowned and stared at Elder Yuan. Everyone, you've misunderstood. We're from the Yao Moon Palace. We're here to protect a disciple of the palace. Elder Yuan was neither servile nor overbearing. Her words raised Song Shi's status by a lot. He changed from a furnace to a disciple, showing the change in her attitude. Yao Moon Palace, the golden commander of the Demon Slayers division, narrowed his eyes. The Yao Moon Palace was neither righteous nor evil. Furthermore, it had an ambiguous relationship with the royal family of Great Jin, and did not rebel, so he did not show too much hostility to them. He asked, "You should be an outer sect elder, right? When did you come here?" 2 days ago. I came to pick up 2 disciples who were training. One of them happened to touch the threshold of Foundation establishment and reached it here just now. We're in the middle of protecting him. Elder Yuan directly omitted mentioning their encounter with Sky Demon cult's Jiyu. Oh, has already at the Foundation establishment realm, such a young age. Looks like his future is limitless. The Yao Moon Palace has taken in another good disciple. The 3 golden commanders revealed looks of surprise. They knew the tradition of the Yao Moon Palace. Those who could come out to train were all young and outstanding. But those who could reach the Foundation establishment realm during the training were definitely not simple. White River, these 2 disciples are in your jurisdiction. Do you remember them? The commander-in-chief looked to his left. This girl is indeed training here. The person inside is at the Foundation establishment realm. His essence energy is a little terrifying, but I can't see his exact appearance. White River explained the situation to what he knew. Everyone, this is my identity token. Elder Yuan tactfully took out a jade crescent token with the words Yao Moon on it. It emitted a special fluctuation. It seems that they are indeed from the Yao Moon Palace. What happened today has nothing to do with them, so there's no need to waste time here. The leader nodded. 3 cultivators must have came to chase after the Sky Demon cult cultivators. I saw a cultivator escape that way. Elder Yuan pointed in the direction where Iron Tooth had left. Thank you. The 3 of them were overjoyed and turned into 3 streaks of light that flew into the distance. Elder Yuan sat cross-legged on the ground and said to Liu Ruxu, "Let's guard him here in case someone kills him as a rebel cultivator." Yet, Liu Ruxu sat down cross-legged and looked at Song Shi, whose aura was getting stronger and stronger. She was at a loss. Previously, when Song Shi was still at the Qi refinement realm, she did not think much of it. Now that he had suddenly become a Foundation establishment cultivator, she felt a little ashamed of her inferiority. In the cultivation world, realms was determined seniority. She felt that she was not worthy of Song Shi anymore. Are you feeling inferior? Elder Yuan could tell what she was feeling and pointed it out. A little. I'm afraid that he will dislike me in the future. Liu Ruxu was a little uneasy. If he favors the new and throws out the old, it is very normal one. You have to be mentally prepared to be abandoned by him. After all, Elder Yuan had been through this before, so she reminded her. I don't think so. Liu Ruxu pursed her red lips. From his attitude towards his family, has not a heartless person. Although has not heartless, he might be amorous. When you go to the Yao Moon Palace, there will be more outstanding women. Which man can resist it? You have to be prepared to share him with other women. Elder Yuan shook her head. Liu Ruxu was silent. She didn't want to share her man, but she knew that if Song Shi continued to be this outstanding, such an outcome was unpreventable.